He's in the win in spite of category.
But he's got time to change that.
Do they really think this guy is just going to blossom?
Tell me why I'm wrong to be looking for a new quarterback.
And then look at his backups.
Forgive me if I'm looking for a new quarterback. Guys, we're talking NFL because Dan Orlovsky came out with a list, and we're always talking quarterbacks. We love the NFL. Yeah. 99 days away, we're going to have the countdown, no doubt. Dan Orlovsky tweeted out quarterbacks you win because of and quarterbacks you win with. He only has 12 quarterbacks on the win because of list. I thought that was a little short, but you disagree?
You threw Dak Prescott's name out there.
Hold on. Well, I thought there's like 16 guys.
I'm going to get to that, and this is where I start with. It should be no more than 12 because how many teams before last year get to the playoffs? 12.
It's true.
It's 12 guys.
It's true.
6 guys in part of a team because I won't disrespect, what the defense does, won't disrespect what the offense does. But 6 quarterbacks in each conference get to the playoffs. It was 6 and 6. It's 12. So 12 is a perfect number. And then we get to talk about Dakota Rain Prescott. You talk about Dak. Dak hasn't really done anything for me to believe you can win because of him. He's had tremendous defense. He has tremendous running game. And then when the running game fell, he's had Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup. He had Wilson. He's always had something. When you want Dak Prescott to take that next step, or you want Dak to show me that $75 million that you made last year, show me why you made it. Mike Gallup gets injured, Dak Prescott goes to poop. Amari Cooper gets injured, and Dak Prescott goes to poop. Like when one of your players gets injured, i.e. Aaron Rodgers, all his wide receivers were injured in the Arizona game. And guess what?
Never forgot.
He went out to Arizona and won the game. You don't know who he won with, but you know he won that game. Obviously, Maz will tell you, and he's right, the running back field, especially A.J. Dillon. So when I get to that playoff game, and I'm talking about the worst play that I've ever seen from the coach that called the play, from Dak Prescott to know that he's got to clock the ball. He's got to get there faster. The times is ticking. When you get paid $75 million, you're no longer Chris Webber at Michigan against UNC calling timeout. No, we can give you a pass because you're 18, 19 years old. When you're $75 million in, can't give you a pass for that. You have something to say about that, man?
That's a play they practice, Bray. They put that play in because it worked in practice. Now, they got the clock running in real time in the playoffs, obviously. It was not the same. Would they miss it by a split second?
Yeah,
I mean,
probably.
if the referee could have easily blew the whistle and marked that ball quicker. They did everything right that play.
People were jogging, though. Like, the line didn't get it. Like, the reason why the refs took a little extra time to get it set is because the line wasn't set. Like, players weren't set. Some of the players did beat I want to say it was like 9 seconds or 11. I think it was 9.
I forget.
Whatever. Some of the players did beat like the 9 seconds or whatever it was. They got there, but not everybody did. And as a ref, especially in a moment like that, you can't snap the ball before, or you can't put the ball down before guys are ready, or it'll come back on the NFL.
I just wanted to defend it because I didn't think it was the worst play I've ever seen in the NFL. It was a weird play because you don't usually see a quarterback draw like that at that time. He's at midfield. You got to get down there, and they didn't have a great kicker either. Greg the Leg Zuerlein was not at his peak at that time, so they got to get him inside the 40, and that's what they did.
What happened to Greg Zuerlein?
I don't know.
Man, he was so automatic when they were in St. Louis.
Yeah.
In St. Louis, they were automatic. He was automatic.
When you lose it, you lose it.
Confidence.
That's basically what it is. Hey, let me put up the list of Dan Orlovsky's quarterbacks who you win with. Now, there's 18 guys. 12 and 32 teams. So there's 20 guys that should be listed.
Everyone else.
Mac Jones, Tua, Baker Mayfield, Tannehill, Matt Ryan, Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins, Jameis, Jimmy G, Kyler Murray. Everyone else is.
Where's the lie?
Win in spite of.
Where's the lie?
Unknown.
Where's the lie?
You don't even see Jared Goff on here. He didn't even make the cut. He didn't even make the cut. He's in the category is win in spite of. Win in spite of. Now, he doesn't fall in the category of unknown because of age. That's Trevor Lawrence. That's Zach Wilson.
Tua.
Tua's up there.
No, everyone else unknown because of age. Like, basically, they're saying they're too young.
Yeah.
So he's basically saying Justin Fields, we don't know yet.
We don't know.
Herbert, we don't know yet. Tua should be on the list too.
Tua's on the
He
win
put him on
with.
the win. He likes him.
He likes
Tua.
But Jared Goff is not even in the win with. He's in the win in spite of category. So you tell me why I'm wrong to be looking for a new quarterback.
And then look at his backups.
Yeah.
Look at his backups.
And granted, this isn't Ryan Ermanni saying this. This is one of the best analysts, especially quarterback analysts, in our era right now. And yes, you may laugh at him because he ran out of the back of the end zone, or
he puts it proudly on his Twitter.
Yeah, he's not an NFL Hall of Famer. I don't think you have to be an NFL. Bill Parcells was not an NFL Hall of Famer for being a player. You know, I mean, you don't have to play to have a brilliant mind for this stuff.
Right.
Dan Orlovsky has a brilliant mind for quarterbacks. And he's telling you that Jared Goff isn't even in the category.
And we used Chris Sims the other day. We had he's 30th on Chris 30th.
So forgive me if I'm looking for a new quarterback.
No, I don't mind that. And I wanted to defend Jared Goff in this situation because I wanted to talk about him going to the Pro Bowl. You need me to move over, Fletch? We're good. I want to talk about him going to the Pro Bowl. And I'm looking at his stats, and I'm like, I understand what Dan is talking about. Like, you look at his stats, right? You look at his first starting year, 2017, 3,800, 28 touchdowns, 7 picks. That's not bad. It's not bad, all right? It's not bad. He goes next year, he goes to I want to say he went to the Super Bowl in 2018. They went to the Super Bowl. 46, 88, 32 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Then the next year, 46 again, 38, 22 touchdowns and 16 interceptions. That almost cancels out. That almost cancels out. Then 39, 52, 20 and 13. That's also another almost cancelization. And then last year I won't count because he was undermanned and he missed some games, so I won't give him that. When you look back at that and you talk about the Super Bowl year and you're like, oh, they went to Super Bowl. When you really start breaking it down, he's right not to be on this list. But the good thing about it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, he's got time to change that. But based on what I look so far in his stats and what I've seen, I would have to say that Jared Goff doesn't deserve to be on the list that you win with. You win in spite of, just based off what I've seen, his track record and his stats. But he's only in 6 years. I mean, he's only in year 7. He can change the narrative of who he is.
I wish I could be inside the heads of Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes and that regime. I really do, because I'd love to know what their plan is. Do they really think this guy is just going to blossom this year and, that's it? It's going to be kumbaya. We're going to pay him $30 million, $35 million a year? Or do they have a plan that says we're definitely going to draft one of the top quarterbacks this year? There's no question. Even though we might win 6 games and draft 15th or so, I guess a quarterback's going to be there for us. Or do they have some other plan? Are they going to trade for somebody? I don't know. That's why Ryan and I have said you got to draft a quarterback this year. I don't care. All of those, you're going to tell me every one of those quarterbacks that were picked this year, they're all going to be busts? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it.
Or honestly, can you get Marcus Mariota?
No, it's okay.
I mean,
forget him.
But if you're not going to draft a quarterback, I don't know. I don't know, Bray.
Listen,
Atlanta got him knowing they were going to draft a quarterback.
I'm not saying that I necessarily believe in Jared Goff to be a Super Bowl winning quarterback. What I'm trying to say is you're finding out more and more, and I'm going to get to where it makes sense because I'm going to talk about Brad Holmes. Where it makes sense is look at Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes won a Super Bowl, right? Do we got to go down the list of players that he had on that team and who he won with? You're starting to see the quarterbacks. They're winning because of whether they're lights out or not. Aaron Rodgers, we talk about him being the greatest quarterback. He can't win. He has talent. He can't win in the playoffs. But the guys that are winning Super Bowls, regardless of the talent, they're winning with. Like Tom Brady, his Super Bowl with the Bucs. Do we need to talk about that defense that they had? Do we need to talk about that offense? So when you talk about Jared Goff, if Brad Holmes is looking at him like Matt Stafford, like, hey, you know what? I saw Brad Holmes. I saw Jared Goff over here. Number 1 overall quarterback. If we put enough talent around him, like this could be the arrogance of what coaches and GMs are thinking nowadays. If we put enough talent around this guy would be all right. Like if you and I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I'm not saying that I believe this way or you should. I'm just telling you what they think. If we put together a lights out defense that is legit somewhere between 5 and 10, okay, 5 and 7. And then we put the best offensive line.
Hell, just get to top 20.
Well, guess what? The Lions line got ranked number 3 overall in the NFL. So now you got number 3 line. Now you've added DJ Chark. You've added Amon-Ra St. Brown last year, who blossomed for you. You've added Jameson Williams. Like, they're starting to add these pieces. I'm telling you, Brad Holmes looks at it like Matt Stafford. Nobody called Matt Stafford a Super Bowl winning quarterback, and then until he went to the Rams.